faces. You guys are going to be the wedding guests now, the Rome of the Ancient Mariner style, so you know the wedding guest sits down next to the miserable old sod. That's going to be me, I'm afraid. But apparently you leave sad but wiser, that's all. It's called Speak Your Truth. They say the voice is somewhere in the throat, merely air passing through complicated chords, a collection of sounds to which we ourselves give meaning. I disagree. For me, the voice is elemental, a fire that rages in the belly, a cauldron of unrequited love, of deep despair and uncontrollable anger. The voice courses the veins like a deadly serpent, feeding on guilt and pleasure and fear and growing fat on the feast that life brings. The voice pierces the silence of the mind, chattering thoughts light the fuse with no care for consequence, and the fire in your belly starts to burn. The fire burns so hot that not to speak would be to give yourself up to it and be seared by the acidic heat. That's where the voice is born. In that fiery nebula, our words are cast in molten despair, an amalgam of truth and retribution. When we suppress this uprising of fire, when we try to bind the serpent, quench the raging fires, the poison mixes with the acrid fumes and travels through the heart into the brain, where it clouds our thoughts and slowly drains the colour from our perception. And in that venomous fog we stay, tortured, tormented by our captive. We become changed. We feel as though we are less. But there's a cure. First, we need to go outside, find a space and feel the cool air against skin. And in the safety of nature's hearth, we must begin to open ourselves, brace ourselves for what we are about to birth. As the colours and sounds of the land enter our bodies, the smoke and stench begins to leave, slowly at first, then billowing out from open mouths and opened hearts. In that smoke, there are words, forged in the fires of the belly and galvanized in the heart for many a year. Those words are our truth. When we begin to speak these heavy truths, they will fly from the belly like Valkyrie, collecting the dead as they swirl through smoke. It's then that the magic happens, when we ourselves take control of the raging fire and begin to command the forge. It's then that we can find our own truths and hammer out our destinies. These are new ones, so that's why I'm putting the paper a little bit. This one's called Depression in Perspex. I'm going to read the first line. Everybody's going to look at me completely blankly and I'm going to start panicking, so we'll give it a go. Do you remember replacement windows at school? Okay. There's a thick Perspex panel put in when the glass was smashed, when something was broken by a thrown stone, a kicked ball or a clenched fist. The shattered remains discarded, wrapped in newspaper to save careless fingers. They were replaced by cheap Perspex, by hard-up head teachers, temporary measures that stayed put for years. Opaque and soon to be drawn on, graffitied on, spat on, scratched on, burned on, a melted semi-transparent canvas of offensive comments. It makes your eyes hurt as you try to make out the blurred and fragmented image on the other side, twisting even familiar faces into unrecognisable tattooed demons. They stayed that way until eventually they were boarded up and forgotten. Okay, I've got one here. I'm currently writing all sorts of stuff, but my main thing at the moment is mental health, because I've done this gig, 2 years ago I think the last time I was here, and then in the meantime I had a complete breakdown, and so this is my cure. It's good. This is called Cityscape, and it's about disassociation. Sitting here, I watch the world rush by in a pastiche of a cityscape. Colourful brushstrokes dance and skip from every direction, and badly drawn children weave and tug between taller adults. There is music and conversation, but it doesn't reach my ears. I'm sitting here.